everybody. How are you? Good morning. How are you this morning? Well, I'm waking up this morning shaking my head. Just shaking my head. I'm shaking my head because after I posted my Twitter Peeps React yesterday, directly after that, something else happened on Twitter. So it would seem that Chantal has lied to another rescue group. She reached out to a rescue group and she lied when she didn't have to. She told the rescue group about Smokey that she had found Smokey on the street and that she was going to be traveling in a few days and wanted to know if they could take him in. Now, we all heard the story from Foodie. We heard it clearly. She found someone that was wanting to get rid of a cat. The cat was not well taken care of in the home. And then she took Smokey into her home. Not even a few days into having Smokey there, she already had complaints, said he was too clingy, said he meowed too much. And she freely admitted that her decision to get Smokey was impulsive, that she couldn't even take care of herself. And those were some true statements from Foodie. The statements about not being able to take care of herself, and it was an impulsive decision. She wasn't lying there, but everyone had told her, you really shouldn't be getting pets right now. Your life is unstable. It just doesn't make any sense to take in a pet if your life is up in the air and you don't know what you're doing. But she did it, and she had Smokey, and she tried to use Smokey to grift stuff off of people on Amazon. Then the Amazon link got messed up, so she really couldn't do that. But the attempt was still there. And now, where are we? Where we are is she reached out to the rescue group, claiming that Smokey had been found on the street, although he's an obese cat. Most street cats tend to be skinny because they don't get much food. So anybody looking at him could tell he definitely wasn't from the street unless he was freshly dumped on the street by the owner. Anyway, so there's some Twitter tweets to go over. I'm going to show you guys all the receipts, and I hope that you enjoy this react. And I'm going to give my commentary as well. And if you enjoy this Twitter Peeps react, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. But y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Twitter Peeps. All right, it is time, and I'm ready to go. I am prepared this morning. Yes, I am. All right. Well, no, I'm not. I said that, and then I look on my Twitter. I'm like, oops, I forgot to switch over to the right tab. My bad. Anyway, so for those of you that are on Twitter that you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And I just posted a react to Neo Taro's newest reading on Foodie. And believe me, y'all, you want to watch. Her reading was absolute fire. But I posted a react to it just a few minutes ago. You want to go check it out? All right. This tweet is from Bored Potty Mouth saying, imagine being such a crappy human and running your mouth so much that you can't stand to be alone with yourself, fear repercussions for things you've said, create this whole world yourself, have nowhere to turn. Couldn't be me. Yep, that is Foodie. She does not like to be alone with herself. She's created so much trouble wherever she goes that she's always running now, always running from the things that she has said and the things that she has done. And good job, Foodie. You've managed to create a mess, not just in your own country, but in another country as well. And you're running from that too. Good job. You're an international mess maker. Cheryl is horrible horror, says Foodie Beauty. Why didn't you just give FFG the cat and take the car? My guess is she knows she's not staying in Canada. Well, in the receipt you guys are going to see, the message that she sent the rescue group, she said that she would be traveling in a few days. You know, Foodie, you're always overly concerned with girl world and how you look in front of girl world. Your number one concern is not getting egg on your face. But here's the kicker. You, madam, are the one taking eggs and smashing them on your own face. You do. You pick up cartons of eggs and smash them on your own face because you insist on running after men that want nothing to do with you, that clearly are just around for the money. So what's the deal? Are you going to go run after Salah? Are you running after Nader? Are you running after somebody else? Always running after people, but not taking the time to get to know people and to find out if they really care about you. You're just so desperate and so lonely for a man that anybody will do. As long as you can pay them and keep them around for 5 minutes, anybody will do. You'll pick anybody, anywhere. So you're going to go run after Salah, is it? You're going to go run after Nader? Who are you running after this time? Girl, let me tell you something. You are far too broke and you are far too sick to be running after men. You hear me? And you're getting kind of on the older side like this. You're an older woman. You shouldn't be running after men. What are you doing? Stop that. You're looking silly. All right. So Simone Resendez. So this is how you rehomed Sam. You dropped him off at a shelter, but couldn't drop off BBJ because nobody would believe you found 2 cats on the streets. I don't believe you put in effort to find him a home, and you can't convince me otherwise. Same MO. So for those that weren't aware, at the time, during Crackhead Olympics, Chantal had 2 cats. She had an older female cat named BBJ, and she had a younger male cat named Sam that she called her chubby boy. So when Chantal decided to run off to go be with Salah, she, I guess, took Sam to a shelter, and BBJ she tried to pawn off on somebody, and it came back and bit her in the butt. But here is the post that she made about Sam, saying Chubby is gone to his forever place. Notice she didn't say to his forever home. That's important. The woman who adopted him seems amazing. He got in 1 more bees. He got out of his carrier, but I got in some last hugs before handing him over. Yes, I am very sad and I will miss him forever, but sometimes in life we have to make these decisions and they are never easy. Bye, Beezer. You will always be a big Beezer in my heart. So let's keep in mind, Sam and BBJ, she had them both for years. And yet look how easily she gave them both up. Like that. So of course, it would be a lot easier to get rid of Smokey or Julia because she didn't have them as long. She really didn't care about Smokey. She really didn't care about Julia. If she can give up 2 cats that she had for so long with such ease, and giving up any other animal is even easier. You know what makes me sad about this picture, Foodie? You spent some time with Sam, at least handing him over. And yet, in BBJ's last moments before being handed over, you didn't even say goodbye. You let Pete hand the carrier to the person that we now know was FFG's brother. You didn't even say goodbye yourself. You didn't even get one last pet in through the carrier. Nothing. You just let her go. That makes me so sad. You should be ashamed of yourself. Kristen says Foodie Beauty's misdeeds against catkind are, quite ironically, being reported to yet another organization whose initials spell out pause. And this is also courtesy of the Kiwi Farms. All right, so this is a person who is part of the organization saying, hi all, I am in this for the cat. Furry Tales takes in 1,000 cats per year. I have learned very early that most people who bring me cats are not telling the truth fully or partially, but I help cats in need. I will forward all information to provincial animal welfare services, but in the interim, my plan is to help him. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Getting the animal and taking care of the animal. The excuses, the reasons for surrender really don't matter. The most important thing is that the animal in question gets the proper care and gets a good owner, gets a good forever home like they deserve. So thank you, Miss Donna McCrae, for being part of the organization and helping animals in need. You are appreciated. Meandering Thoughts. This is also courtesy of the Kiwi Farms. For those who are beezers, who are happen to be on my channel, I would like to request that you lean in right about now and read this list, courtesy of the Kiwi Farms, a list of all the animals that Chantal has had and abandoned. So Meandering Thought says, from Kiwi Farms again, I needed to laugh. All right, this is the Foodie Beauty cat score. BBJ, abandoned. Sam, abandoned. Julia, at large, most likely abandoned because we don't know where she is. Bruce Lee, the kitten, abandoned. Smokey the cat, abandoned. Buttery cat, dead, taken out by Kid Chantal. Howie, the hamster, dead. Timbit, dead, taken out by Chantal and Peeps. That's quite a record for under 3 years. So look at all those pets. All the pets that Chantal has had. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 animals in just a matter of a few years. And do you know what makes me sad, y'all? Not a single one of these animals, not a single one, did Chantal fight to hold on to. Not a single doggone one. You would think out of so many pets that she might get at least a little bit of attached and want to hang on to them. But nope, every single one abandoned. I got no words. I really don't have words. She didn't even try to fight to hang on to just one. She let go of all of them. Perfectly Imperfect says, Foodie Beauty always asks, when do I lie? Prove it right here. Okay, let's watch the clip and then look at the email.
I told the person that, like, he's been rehomed many times. He's such a good cat. I told the person that, like, he's been rehomed many times.
You want us to prove that you lie? You just lied. And why do I say that? Because of this. Because of this. I know it's kind of hard to read. I'll read it for you guys. This is the email from Chantal to Furry Tales Rescue saying, hi there. I have an urgent matter. I found a cat, very obese, but very, very friendly on the street, and I'm leaving the country in a couple of days. It says I have to fill out a form, but can you please urgently make an exception to shelter him? He will DIE on the streets. I've spent time trying to rehome him myself, but nothing, thanks. She didn't take time to rehome him. She did not, and she was not. It's not even been a week and she's already given the cat up. She's a liar. She's not going to take time to try to rehome him. And FFG did try to help her. Said, if you hand over the cat to me, I'll get you a car. And she turned her down. And not only that, there were beezers in Chantal's own chat that said, I'll take Smokey. And she turned them all down. And if she were a halfway decent person And if she were in a situation where she was going to travel and somebody is coming forward and saying, I'll take the animal, and if you really cared about the animal, regardless of what, if they are on your channel or not, you would say, okay, you want to take in Smokey? I'll give him to you. I'll issue a little bit of trust to you and I'll give him to you because I've got to go. I know I've got to go. And at least he'll have a home. And you'll just jump on the offer or offers. Check people out, make sure that they're legit, but you'll go for it. She didn't even try. And there were offers all over the place for Smokey. She's like, no, no, no. I don't want anybody connected to my channel getting the cat. Why would it matter? Why would it matter who got Smokey? It's not like he's been with you long enough that you could do serious damage to him and that you'd be exposed for something. Why would it matter who got the cat right now? It really doesn't. You're being stupid and silly. But lying about the fact that she found Smokey on the street. And she got it from an owner. Donna McCrae says, thank you for all of your messages. Furry Tales Cat Rescue will be taking in this sweet guy as it doesn't appear he is lost. No, of course he's not lost. He was gotten from an owner. Chantal took him in, trying to use him for grifting. And then when that didn't work, she wants to let go of him because she's got to go chase a man halfway across the globe again. Lilu Ginger Witch says, I'm glad she's taking care of this, but now let the rescue do its thing. Don't keep contacting them, even if you think it's helping. Just leave them be unless you want to donate. Keep the crazy at bay. Right, like let them do their thing. Let's not make them nuts with multiple messages about Chantal. The important thing is that they get Smokey and Smokey gets a good home. He gets his happy ending. Whatever happens to Chantal is what happens to Chantal. Florida Salt and Sass says the cat is being taken in by the rescue, and they were updated that the cat was not lost and that Chin shouldn't be able to get another cat. Everyone needs to leave the rescue alone to finish getting and caring for Smokey. Please don't go psycho on the rescue. Yeah, like I know how much we don't want the cat with Chantal, girl world. None of us want the cat with Chantal. So let's just let things happen so that the rescue can get Smokey and he'll be okay. And then maybe karma will come busting in through the door for Chantal and it will do its thing. You got to trust the process. I'm Your Huckleberry says the rate at which Foodie Beauty's lies are being exposed is blowing my mind, and I am loving it. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking that's the reason why she did not want to come home to Canada, because in Canada, she couldn't lie as well, and she was going to get exposed that much faster, and it's happening. She can't lie in her home country the way she was lying in Kuwait. Her lies are getting exposed faster by being back home. And you know what? There would be no lies to expose if she just stopped lying. She lies when she doesn't have to lie. How simple would it have been to contact a rescue and say, look, I got a cat from somebody else a couple of days ago, and he's a lot for me. Can you please take him in because I got to travel in a couple of days? Why not just tell the truth? I mean, if you told the truth, they're not going to come at you with torches and pitchforks. They're going to take the animal in and care for it. Why make up this lie about the fact that you found the cat on the street? Like, lying when you don't have to lie. I mean, she's such a habitual liar. She lies when she doesn't have to lie. It's crazy. Ghost Crab says, serious question. Does she have fat brain or is that Alzheimer's? I don't know. Um, I'm not here to diagnose her. At least I can carry you, says, how the lies just roll off that tongue with ease. Let's watch.
Halloween bees. Yes, I can't wait. I have never been in Canada for fall, so this will be a first.
Ma'am, ma'am, you grew up in Canada. I'm sure, even as just a child, that you saw many seasons in Canada before you decided to go to Kuwait. As a matter of fact, during Kraken Olympics, you decorated your house for fall and you did the Halloween bees. So what do you mean you've never seen fall? Like, did you forget the first 30 something years of your life in Canada?
Yes.
I can't wait to see the fall colors. At the same time, she's planning on traveling. Why do you lie when you don't have to lie? What is going on with that? Mini Falcon B Sky Social says, I verified the rescue is legit. Here is the link if anyone wants to donate to help them. So the link here is furry-tales.ca. If anybody wants to donate to Furry Tales, there's the link right there. D. Angry Scott says, let's hope she gets blacklisted from every animal rescue in Canada. Oh, I hope so. I really hope so. I hope every group, every organization puts her name on a list of do not adopt to. She doesn't need animals. She really doesn't. She's a danger to animals, in my opinion. An animal gets in her care, they are in danger of being neglected, used for money scams. Nobody should adopt to her. Florida Salt and Sass says, Foodie Beauty would have the nerve to send a rescue on a wild goose chase and waste their time looking for a non-existent separated owner. She's the worst. Yeah, so after Foodie went to the rescue and said that she found the cat on the street, the rescue did what any normal rescue would do in a situation like that. They put the word out saying that does anybody recognize this cat? Does it belong to anyone? They were trying to find the owner because a story they got from Foodie was he was found on the street. Maybe he escaped the house. Maybe he got away from somebody and maybe somebody might be looking for him. So, of course, they're going to try to look for the owner before they rehome him somewhere. And all she had to do was just say, look, I got him from an owner, but she didn't want him. And then I took him in and I can't take care of him. So can you please take care of him? Like find him a forever home that he deserves. It would have been just that simple. You know, instead of starting with a lie, start with the truth. Knock, knock, it's Karma says, so is she just going to leave it on the street if they can't help? She's not rescuing anything. She took the cat from a home where it was at least safe, and now it's just going to dump it. She's part of the problem. Oh, she's the entire problem. Milker says, if this is real, imagine lying to a shelter that you found Smokey when another charity reached out willing to take him. Yeah, there's all kinds of places willing to take Smokey. There's actually a group that will take in obese cats. I told you guys about it. There is a group that specializes in obese cats. Why not take him there? Halloweenies Fugitive Badusi says you can't make this stuff up. So look at this. Lost and Found Pets, SDG, and surrounding areas. So this is the rescue reaching out to people to see if maybe they could find the owner of Smokey, because Chantal was claiming that Smokey was lost on the street. I run Furry Tales Cat Rescue, and a lady visiting Cornwall has found this obese cat and is seeking immediate help. Does anyone recognize this friendly boy? Contact furrytalesrescue@gmail.com and we can coordinate with the finder. Thank you. So Once again, the organization's just doing what any organization does, that they're trying to find the owner before they find a new owner. All because Chantal lied. All because she lied. Whippy says, phew. Florida Salt and Sass says, he's safe. Bless this rescue. Chantal, you're a total piece of crap. Yep, she sure is. Florida Salt and Sass says, Chantal is 100% self-aware and knows she's a piece of crap. If she didn't understand or think that there was anything wrong with what she's done, she wouldn't be lying to agencies to get out of accountability for it. That is why she sucks. She knows and does these things anyway. Yep, there's some awareness there. She's aware that she's a crappy person. She's aware that even though she's got options to bring the cat to somebody, people are offering their homes and saying, I'll take them in, that she's not taking the proper steps, and she's fine with that because she really doesn't care. Kristen says, hopefully this means a big happy ending for Smokey and a big FU to Foodie. D. Angry Scott says, the cat rescue is on to Foodie and her lies about it being an obese street cat. At least they're taking him away from this absolute beast. Yeah, like there's the sweet part to the sour story. Smokey's going to get a great home. And that's all we wanted. Honestly, that's all we wanted. We know that Chantal will never change. She will never become a good person. She will never take accountability and responsibility. She can't be changed, but we can step forward and help out animals, can't we? I mean, that's the important part, is the innocent. Like, we're trying to protect the innocent. Bad Seed says, Foodie Beauty, I find it extremely hilarious that for the second time, Chantal has been exposed by a charity organization. The lies being spun about Smokey proves she's 100% a neglecter of animals and animal blanker. Thank goodness you can't have children. Well, that was a blessing in disguise. And I know that seems cruel to say, saying, thank goodness somebody can't have children. But if you see someone like Chantal that they can't take care of animals very well, it's a scary thought to imagine if she did have kids. Well, what happened to those kids? I mean, animals, pets, in a sense, they are children, aren't they? They're children that never grow up and go to college and get a car. Pets are children that stay forever in your home and they never grow up. They're eternal 4 and 5-year-olds. So if she can't take care of a pet child, imagine what she'd do to a human child. Oh, even worse. Florida Salt and Sass says, somehow I don't think she lied about leaving the country part. She told the rescue. We're going to have to listen to the big animal abandoning imbecile and the poop loving idiot yuck it up together overseas. I hate this show again. If so, look, I don't know where she's going. I don't know who she's going to. I can only guess. She might surprise us. It might be somebody new that we've never heard of. I mean, she might have a trick up her sleeve. There's a reason why she's acting all kinds of smug. Like, she's got a trick up her sleeve, but we haven't seen it yet. And she can hide it from us for now. Don't know where she's going. Don't know what she's doing. But there's got to be a reason why she's remaining so calm. For someone who just lost her home, she's way too calm. But let her be smug for now, ladies and gentlemen. Let her be smug. I got a feeling wherever she's going, whatever's going to happen, it's not going to be the happy place that she thinks it is. It's not going to be the good time that she thinks it is. Nope. It's going to lead to more heartbreak. She didn't learn her lesson with Nads. She didn't learn her lesson with Salah. Wherever she's going, she's going to make another bad choice, which is going to lead to more heartache and more heartbreak and more suffering that's self-inflicted. Like, it's not going to stop. until she gets her brain cells together, all working together to make a good life. And I don't think she wants to do that. She's very low vibrational, and it's because she's cut off from her higher intuitive self. Okay, what else we got here? Halloweenies Fugitive Badusi says, if anything, feel free to donate to the rescue. They do fantastic work in helping the cat crisis in Cornwall and actually care about the well-being of animals. Support your local rescues. Yes, I support that thought. All right, so let's see. Looking for more stuff, because a lot of this stuff is kind of repeat. D. Angry Scott, oh, doggone it. D. Angry Scott says, wow, so Foodie is telling these cat rescues she simply found an obese cat. Doesn't sound very believable, Foodie. Street cats generally aren't obese. Isn't it odd how she won't just contact the Canadian SPCA? Yeah, it would have been just that simple. Just make a phone call and somebody somewhere can help you. But nope, I guess it's too hard. Aw, check this out from Wow Animals. Our dog, before getting her a puppy, which looks like she's an older dog, kind of lonely. And watch this. Now look at look at that happy face. You know, it's amazing how sometimes you can get like a kitten or a puppy for a dog in the house or a cat in the house, and they turn into kittens and puppies themselves. What a difference a companion can make. It just brings new life to another pet. What a beautiful thing that is. Sometimes you just need a buddy, and the buddy just makes you happy. All right, so that's it for the Twitter peeps. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Just want to catch you guys up to date. So, Foodie's lying again and getting caught again. And one day, Foodie, one day you might figure out that lying is just a bad idea because you're a bad liar and you're always gonna get caught. You're gonna get caught. You're not that good at it. All right, I'm out, y'all. Hope you guys have a good day. I'm going to do another tarot react. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And have a good one. Y'all take care. Bye now.